Hello guys, welcome back to another video of Epic GHZ. So today, sorry about how long it took to upload videos and stuff, but here I am. So in this video, I'm actually going to be teaching you guys some tips to get better in Blue Lock. So let's get straight onto it. So first I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics. So when if you already know the basics and stuff, then you can just move on for the video. Okay, so the basics are, so I'm going to be teaching you how to do headers in the basics. These are, rainbow flicks, and just some kicking basics. Okay, so the first basics is, which I want to tell you goal basics. When you are trying to score, shoot on the side where the goalie is not at. So like that. Otherwise, the GK will probably get that. So yeah. So now you know that. Next is if you say somebody's running straight at you and you have the ball, you can just run at them and then just jump with the ball, and you do a rainbow flick and it goes over their head. So say somebody's running, I can do this and then just chill, really. And next is, I also want to teach you guys sliding and tackling. Next is headers. Now headers can be, you might need a little bit of practice for these headers. Wait, I want to do it in the circle. But so a header is like so if you say you shoot the ball up in the air, and by the way, if you shoot the ball up in the air really high, there's this blue thing under the ball that shows where it is. Yeah. And so say somebody didn't use a pass move because it's too hard and they kicked it with the normal kick super high, then you'll know where it's gonna go. Anyways, with headers, if you kick the ball super high and see the blue circle, if you go under the ball and jump right before it hits the ground, so when the circle starts getting pretty small, you on the first one, when the circle gets pretty small, just jump so you know it's the right time, and then you'll see where the ball is and when your head is. And with headers, headers actually, the more headers you do, the more stamina it really gives you. And you see, with headers, wherever you look, that's where the ball's going to go. So next is looking down, and I'd recommend doing the header I just showed you, if you're if there's nobody around you or anything. So yeah. So next I'm gonna teach you guys head. It's a little more, this head is a little more advanced, but yeah, it can do. Okay, so you look down and then you put the ball and then you hit with full power and then wait for 3 milliseconds and then just jump like this. Wait, give me 1 sec. Yeah, that's what I see people do normally, because they jump right after and then that happens, but that's not what you're meant to do actually. So oh my god. So yeah, what you're meant to do, look down, wait a bit, and then just, it's easier if you do it with max power. Give me a sec, it's gonna take a bit. Yeah, so hey guys, now I'm gonna be teaching you guys about sliding and stuff. So when you actually slide, so this is what slide is. So you have the when you don't have the ball, you have this thing on your right called slide, if you press it, you do a slide tackle like that. But if you slide and somebody sees it, they can actually do this thing called a dribble. So dribbles are, you can do when you have the ball, is to prevent somebody when they slide. So say I'm sliding and somebody does a dribble when I slide at them, then they can ankle break me. What an ankle breaker does, it can give them like money, like in-game currency for doing it, and if they have a quest to do it, then you know. Anyways, so if somebody's sliding at you, then you can do a dribble and you'll ankle break them. And if you ankle break them, then they'll just be ragdoll for, well, a couple of seconds. So yeah. And there's this thing called bait sliding that I sometimes do, that I do a lot. So say, because normally people, well, sometimes, because people also like can like just run up to you and slide like when they get close. So what I do is I just run up to them, and then they think I'm gonna slide at them. Yeah, but then I just step back. Yeah, so then they'll do the dribble thinking I was gonna slide at them, and then right after they do the dribble, I can slide them. And there's a cooldown for the dribble. I'd say like around 5 seconds. The cooldown's about 5 seconds almost. Yeah. And with dribbling, make sure you don't get baited, because like, say, sorry, my throat's a little bad today, so yeah, that's why my voice is a little cranky. So like, yeah, so make sure you see them do this animation and then you dribble, because then, you know, it's probably not going to work. So yeah. Oh my. Yeah. So next I will be teaching you. You will. Okay guys, so like this. Just down, wait a bit, jump. So what, you've seen me do it before. You should know what it looks like. But something, yeah, this is how you do it. I'm nearly done mastering it, but I'm still trying to. What you could use to help is like the blue circle that I mentioned about. Try hit with max captivity, capacity, because it helps. Anyways, next is, well, that's it really for basics. But yeah. Next is some really pretty advanced tips. Yeah, so first, before I show you this trick, I need to tell you something first. So actually, if you have the ball, you're actually slower with the ball than if you don't have the ball. So when you have the ball, because then say somebody's running behind you, so they'll obviously be faster than you because you're, with the ball. So what you do is you can zoom out. I recommend zooming out a bit so you know where you're going and if there's anyone in front of you, like this would do. And then just look like about down, I'd say. Yeah, so what you have to do is that you so you just look down like this, and then you just keep kicking the ball down so it comes right back to you, and then you'll basically be almost the same speed as if you were without the ball. Yeah, but instead you're actually with the ball, so then you can get to the goal in time and you can score. Simple as that. So yeah. And another tip is that actually I'm going to tell you a trick that I sort of found out about. I didn't like search it up or anything, or watch something or see anything. I basically discovered it. I'm not sure if it was already discovered, but yeah. So you just gotta do the rainbow flick and slide and then jump right after to do a goal like that. It's pretty good for it's half the time it's pretty good for confusing goalies and people like that. But yeah, next is this thing where if you disable shift lock, this works with a few abilities as well. Yeah, but one of the abilities, I know it works with the dragon header. Yeah, but if you say you're running, so if you want to score, instead you can just take away your shift lock, make sure nobody's, like where you're going. And then the goalie's gonna go like, gonna be, fine, and he's not gonna, be ready because you're running away. Yeah, but then you just look at, where you would hit if you... Wait, give me a sec. So then you would just look at where to shoot on the goal. Like, let me just show you. Okay, so say I'm without shift lock, and I can look where I want to shoot on the goal, on my screen, and I just hold kick and shoot. It's really good for confusing goalies, especially the normal goalies, especially them. So yeah, and when you're using your awakening, so say I'm all the way over here, I'm pretty far, I'm using my awakening. So when you use your awakening, I do this a lot. This is a pretty good thing to do, especially with Nagi. So first, before you activate your awakening, line up your shot wherever you want to. So then you can just immediately shoot right after you do your awakening. So I'm activating my awakening. Give me money. And then I can quickly just score, and I don't have to waste any time aiming. It's really good with Nagi because of the I am Nagi move is really good to do with it. So yeah, so like, do you see that? Like, that was an easy free go, and if you were to say and I'd recommend using this type of header, like when you're really low on stamina and there's a lot of, and with headers, it's best if you actually what do you call it? Do it when somebody's in front of you instead of rainbow flick. Because normally when you do rainbow flicks, the person would know where you go. So sometimes they'll actually go back. And this is little Don Lorenzo scoring trick that I sort of made up. That I'm not sure if I made up again. I sort of found out about it. Like, I just basically just discovered it. So if you you can actually score with a golden defense, because so say the ball's like in this position on the left or the right, then you can actually score. So if you aim where you want to score before you do the thing, and then just I missed. And if you just use golden defense, the ball would have actually gone into the goal if I did not have missed that. Another scoring thing I use when I do it, I do zombie. I would mix just a zombie dash and then back up when you do zombie dash. So oh my god. And I also use like this thing, like when you try to do the header and immediately jump to score. Sometimes I also use that. So yeah, so again, let's try to do the golden defense thing. I actually do it a lot. I don't know why it's not, I can't do it this time. Anyway, so let me just kick it. Okay, so it's right here. I'm aiming there. Golden defense. Okay, the goalie caught that, yeah, but you should know what I was, if the goalie didn't catch that, because that was actually pretty bad, kick or whatever. Yep. So there's this thing when I do zombie dash. I do zombie dash and then back up so it goes into the goal. I mean, I wouldn't say it works more on the AI goalies than the regular goalies, yeah, but still pretty good. So, yeah, and because I would recommend doing that a lot. Yeah, but you can also do this, like do that in one match and also do this zombie dash, and then quickly slide and just jump to do a header in. I was a little too close, so I missed that. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a pretty good thing because the goalie's gonna expect you to do the thing you did before. Yeah, but you're not, so it confuses the goalie a lot. So yeah. And this is a Dom Lorenzo Awakening recommended tip that I want to tell you guys. So I just activated my Awakening, that. So with counterattack, because if I were you, I'd do counterattack from like half or over like here somewhere, because if I do it from really close, then the goalie will have a lot of time to position himself, because it will just go right in front of me like this. If it was a real goalie, it would definitely save that. Yeah, but if it's an AI goalie, you won't have to worry about it. Yeah. And with Yo Michael, I wouldn't actually, do it if, I recommend doing it if somebody's like really close at about, like, say you try to score somebody on your team, and then like the other person got the ball and they're heading to their goal. Like when you're on the close to their goal and an enemy team has the ball, then I'd recommend using Yo Michael. And with zombie dribble, if you it works with AI goalies. If you can just confuse them, and you can, with the zombie dribble, and you can just, score like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have more tips, yeah, but I think this is enough for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.